Hello, everybody, and welcome to Behind the Moon. I am one half
Yes.
of your host, Bobby, and this is my lovely co host, Selena, Essence of the
Hey,
Moon.
everybody.
If you are watching on Selina's channel, I invite you to subscribe to mine. If you are watching on my channel, invite you to subscribe to Selina's channel.
Yeah.
Um, we do this show every week. Selena
hmm
and I are both witches. Um,
Brujos,
Bru-
brujas.
and says magic users, magicians. Um, we like to discuss magical shit. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of people who are drawn to the magical.
Sorry,
Um,
my ADHD is already distracted here.
I say
So,
Ramon is
so
good.
Draven's like, wait, this is earlier than normal.
Yeah, this is later than normal. Yeah.
No,
Uh,
he said earlier than normal. So,
oh,
for people on Eastern time zone or who have time change, we're we're not like the Arizonians who don't have a time change, as well as some other states in the 50 continental.
what time is it there?
Right now it's 8 p.m. Normally it's 9 p.m. is our live
There's only a 2 hour difference.
now instead of 3.
Oh, okay.
So that's where
Because
the mix-up happened.
we're starting an hour later for me. I put the wrong time. Instead of putting 5 o'clock my time, I put six
So that's
o'clock.
where I mean, this is perfect because even like Ramon was like, this is perfect for the ADHD
ADHD.
neurodivergence topic that we're talking about. He goes, it's
Yeah,
fine.
we're kind of all
Yeah.
over the place
So he
here.
had so let me rewind a little bit. He had texted me like at 6:53. I'm backstage and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm having dinner right now. We're not going live right now. I'm still eating. So
Yeah,
that's what happened. It's just not only time zone changes, but like everything else that's happening and between that. And then here is our brother Ramon said, AZ is not part of our civilization, laughing emoji.
we are just stubborn. We're not changing shit. All right,
Yeah,
this is just the way we are.
no.
Um,
So that's where, but it's just funny that that's just the way it happened on tonight's show. But first of
it
all, welcome
is.
back, Bobby.
Thank
Nice to have you.
you.
I've missed you. Although it
I
was nice to
have
have
been gone.
Ramon.
You
And
know,
then we took a week break because we were both under the weather.
I took a week off
Yeah.
because for anybody who saw, my face was swollen out to here. I had an abscess tooth, and with my health issues, especially an abscess tooth is pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Um, so I had that to take care of, and then um, I went to Salt Lake City, Utah, to visit my family. Hold on, Her Majesty wants to
Aria.
go out.
So yeah, that's what happened, everyone. I was also not well and still kind of recovering. If anybody doesn't know, I have systemic lupus and I've been having
I
kidney
told her to
issues.
go earlier to go be with Daddy, but she didn't want to.
So
All right,
that's what's been happening with me as well.
yeah, I took a couple weeks off from
hmm
YouTube,
You did.
and it was the roughest 2 weeks I've ever had. And just to
Like you
let you
didn't have
guys
your
know,
natural drug because I feel like we're your drug.
I didn't have any of my natural drugs. I went to Salt Lake City. They have a no weed, no alcohol policy there. So Bobby was up
It's a
shit
dry state.
fucking creek. That's right, it's a
I
dry
didn't know
state.
that.
Oh no, I was there, and my sister's a lush, so she drinks. But she was
So she
smart enough
struggled
to.
too.
Well, she was smart enough to bring some airplane-sized bottles with her to make a cocktail. But I was shit out of luck, basically. Um, yeah,
That's
so that
tough. Yeah.
and anybody who knows what a stoner I am, I don't just smoke for the pleasure of it, although that's reason enough. I do smoke for health reasons.
Yeah.
If I don't smoke, I can't eat. I do have, and if you'd like to hear more about that, on December 1st, I'm doing a special program where I'm going to dig into exactly what my health issues are. and how
Yeah.
I've been living with them since the 90s. I'm going to
Yeah.
give
I
you
mean, I've been living with lupus since I was
yeah.
18, so I'm 44 now. And it's been, it's been struggle to have an autoimmune disease. And about 13 years ago, it started affecting my kidneys.
Yeah.
I was hospitalized many times because of it, but I've been in remission for 10 years, and every once in a while it starts to act up. And I was in pain for a couple of weeks. So yeah.
That sucks, Mama. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you're better, and I would like to
hmm
point out to everybody, look how fly Selena looks tonight.
This
Um,
is all because Ramon made a comment to me this morning via text asking what part of Selena we're going to be getting today on the live. So
you
witchy
know,
goth is what we got. And then my husband's like, "Oh, you look like Wednesday Adams." He goes, "It looks
Wednesday
good."
Adams.
I know.
There was a video I sent you of somebody, a doctor, doctor somebody who's a mystic, a witch, and
hmm
it thought it was you. I was like, I
Yeah,
thought
you
you were
did.
just rocking a new hairstyle. I was like, um,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, damn girl, look at fly, look at you.
I
So
know. But
let's say
thank you,
hi to a
everybody. You want
couple
to say hi
people.
to people before because
Yeah,
I know we're getting off topic still.
we are, which is pretty accurate for the
Thank
topic
you,
today.
Aodi. You
Let's
always look
see.
beautiful. Hey,
Kristen,
Kristen. Yeah, ADHD brain.
Nancy, a
Hey, Nancy.
Crohn's intuition. I miss doing shows with you, Nancy. I got to have you on, or me come on your show, and we need to read together again. This sexy bitch is in the crowd, Selena. Witchy best friend. What
Hey,
up, Jess?
Jess. Happy belated birthday again. She just had a birthday, so I wanted to say happy birthday
Happy
again.
birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Spirit readings, Gigi. Gigi is going to be on my show next week.
Ooh.
So I'm excited about that. We're going to be reading together, and then we're going to have her on Behind Cards. We're going to dig into Gigi's life. So I'm excited about that.
Nice. Can someone put her link on here? Can someone, one of the mods, share her link, please?
Appreciate that. Moon
Yeah.
Fox, what
Hello.
up? Yes, happy new moon in Scorpio, everybody. That's a lot of change happening. Roman.
And it's like communication issues. That's what's coming with that on top of Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, so
So
we're
there's a lot
in.
going on, guys. Hey, Roman.
Yes, it's true. Shadow Hershey, what up,
Hey,
homegirl?
Hershey.
Ramon.
Hola, hermano.
He's very wordy tonight. Look at him. Hi. Draven. Oh, we got a full house tonight.
Hey, Draven. Welcome.
Aody, there you are.
Hey, sweetie.
I did say hi to Kristen, but I love her, so I'm gonna say hi again. Kristen's
Hi,
another one I
Kristen.
need to read
I
with
know.
again.
Actually, isn't your birthday, Kristen? When's that coming up? Tomorrow?
Look at you know
Saturday?
all this shit. You're like my husband. He knows
Isn't your
everything about
birthday coming
everybody.
up, Kristen?
Post on there when your birthday
I
is, my
think it
love.
is.
Francine,
Hey,
how you
Francine.
doing?
Oh, tomorrow is her birthday. Happy birthday,
Yeah,
Kristen.
happy birthday. And Ramon, don't be jealous just because you guys have to jump through a bunch of hoops. Okay, I think that's pretty much everybody.
No, we have Mangled Unicorn. Hey, Timmy. We have Craggy. My girl Craggy's here. I interviewed her not too
Wow, we
long ago.
do. Rebecca John.
We have Hinda.
I saw Hinda.
Rebecca, hello.
I'm doing the Pez head again. Tapestry of the Unseen. I knew I saw you in here.
Oh, Lila. And we
Salt
have
Lake City,
Bridget.
Utah, Hinda. Yep, it was so dry there. It was, but I did go to witchy shops and got some tarot cards.
I saw that.
You too. I know you were under the weather at the same time I was
I
under the weather.
know.
She sent me a
Nancy
nice
was under the weather
message.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people in our community have been just off, you know? Everybody,
Yeah, it's
please
the
take care of
change.
yourself. Yeah. And I know
It's
with this changes of season, we're supposed to start kind of like slowing down and really
Atina.
doing more internal work and just taking it easy. That's my goal for this season, guys, is to
Sutafi.
take it easy. Ooh, I
Oh
love
yeah.
toffee.
Oh, I I was thinking about
Toffee's
grandma's
like one of my
butterscotch
favorite
candy.
candies, and like toffee in like a Dairy Queen Blizzard. Oh, I love that.
I can't eat Dairy Queen. I'm lactose
Oh,
intolerant.
so am I, but I'll eat it anyways. I'll deal
You
with it
know what?
later.
When I know I don't have to go anywhere for a couple days, I will. I'm
I'll
not gonna
deal with
lie.
it. Krista's here.
Okay,
Oh, thank you,
Craggy.
Hinda. It's because Ramon is the one that kind of like pushed me to decide, like, I actually do my makeup.
Oh, fine. I made a comment
Oh,
last
thank
time.
you,
I had the
Craggy. I
entire
know.
internet mad at me.
Thank
Ramon
you,
makes a comment
Craggy.
and he gets Wednesday Adams.
Oh, Madrina's here.
Is
Look, she
she?
even said, "Did you all start early?"
And it's funny because for me it's late.
Yeah, it's the
Um,
whole time change, Madrina. I don't know what, like we had our fallback. Arizona doesn't do anything.
mm-mm.
So our hours got mixed up, but
My goodness,
it's
look at all the
okay.
people. There she is.
Yeah.
Where's Bridget? Oh, there she
Oh,
is.
thank you. Yep.
Bridget.
Thank you, Hershey. She said make sure you do all the YouTube thingies, like, subscribe.
Yes, I'm trying to creep up on 700. So,
Oh, thank
like,
you,
share,
Madrina.
all that good stuff. I need to catch up to Selena. Um, okay,
Yes.
so
Yes. Let me
we're
grab out my
talking
notes.
about crazy witches. I can
Kind
say that.
of.
Kinda. It's not
Kind of.
crazy.
So neurodivergent. So people are probably asking, what's neurodivergent?
I
So it
did.
comes down, I know you did,
I
but
didn't
I
know
feel like
that
it's a
word.
newer term. Um, and I feel like it started, I mean, I don't know when the word neurodivergence was used, but I feel like it's more of a umbrella, nicer term to use for people that have ADHD, autism, dyslexia, OCD, like Tourette's, sensory processing differences, anxiety-based neurological differences. So I have like severe anxiety and I also have ADHD. So for me, the medication I take gives me a severe dry mouth. So that's why you probably see like I'm always kind of like my mouth is always moving to like moisturize it. But that's what's being divergent. It's a different learning style. It's strong intuition or creativity, non-linear thinking, sensory sensitivities, emotional depth, focus that works in bursts, not in straight lines. And many witches, intuitives, artists, healers, spiritual people tend to be neurodivergent because they're like already tuned into like a a different type of layer of or various layers of reality. So it does come with a lot of strengths, a lot of challenges, um, and how neurodivergence connects with spirituality and witchcraft. So there's a lot of different broad terms that go with it. And our friend Ayoade, Awkwardly Gothy, recently did a video and posted a video on ADHD neurodivergence. I also started a video series about 10 months ago. I did pin it in my comments if somebody would like to pin it on Bobby's side, where I am in those videos. I am talking about like the mental health and witchcraft using essential oils, using herbs, using crystals, mindful magic. All of those items are in it's 3 videos and I was supposed to be doing another one and it just never happened. But I probably will continue it again because it's a really good reminder that even though our brains process things differently, you're not a weirdo. You're not, yeah, you are different, but I think a lot of people are different, and some people are not even diagnosed. You know, it took me as an adult to be diagnosed with ADHD. Anxiety I've always had, and they've medicated me for that many, many times. But to have an actual ADHD diagnosis was tough, but I also saw that in my kids. All three of my kids have ADHD, you know, and they were diagnosed at a young age where I think as a parent, as a mom, as a dad, later on in life, you're so busy and overwhelmed with what's going on with your kid's life that you just kind of deal and put up with your own side effects, your own mental health issues, and just keep pushing. And I feel like that's what I did until, you know, I was diagnosed like 5 years ago. I was in my late 30s, and that's when I was diagnosed. So, but that's kind of like the gist of the psychology part. The umbrella term on those. So there's intuition versus anxiety, how to tell the difference. So psychology, anxiety is more of a future focus fear, racing thoughts, worst case scenario. Intuition is neutral, quiet, comes in fast and leaves no emotional change or charge to it. So that's how you can tell the difference between intuition versus anxiety. Intuition also kind of just like it almost comes in like a little soft whisper, or like you feel it in your chest, or you feel that gut instinct. Anxiety is like complete noise and just chaos happening in your head, repeated obsessive loops that are continuously going in your head, and always thinking 10 steps ahead for the worst case scenario. Mind chatter. Yeah.
That's
How do
Gemini
you?
energy.
That's Gemini.
Yeah, when you've got those two voices on your shoulders, those two devils always talking to you constantly. I
Hmm.
know for me, I'm constantly weighing everything against something else. My behavior, the mood,
Hmm.
the everything. I'm constantly aware, hyper aware of what's going on around me. And
Me
I
too.
think a lot of that comes from the way I was brought up. Um, we did grow up in an abusive household, so you learn to
Mhm.
spot danger. And I think as
Yeah.
an empath, that is a continuation of that. Um,
It's like you're always waiting for the worst thing to happen.
yeah,
Is how I always feel like when I'm having anxiety. I'm always like on edge, and I'm always like, you know, I'm starting to sweat. I'm having racing thoughts. My breathing changes, like all of that. Hey, Irma, all of that stuff just changes. And it's like almost like an obsessive, intrusive thoughts that you're getting in your head.
yeah.
Yeah.
Timmy made a good point. The voices aren't you. That's something your spirit and mind set up to protect you. But when it's no longer needed, we still act that way.
Yeah.
Um,
And I can't
so
help it. And even now,
no,
like the medication I take, having both anxiety and ADHD, one is supposed, like, the one medication increases my anxiety, but it helps me with my focus. So it's more, I'm like hyper focused with like racing thoughts on top of that. So which one do I want to have today? Do I want to have the focus where I can actually work? Or do I want to have like not be able to focus, but my anxiety isn't bad? So it's like a double-edged sword for me with medication.
um, spirit readings, Gigi. Gigi, I'm gonna make you a mod so you can post your link because everybody's asking for it. Hold on. Um, this is one of the things I have problems with. I start too many things at one time,
Me too.
um, and
I
then
can't
I'm
finish projects.
overloaded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've constantly got 10 irons in the fire.
Yeah. And that's how I am. Like I always start projects, I don't finish them. But it works wonders with my college because I can actually focus on my assignments, and then I'm writing papers in no time, getting that done, acing my papers, you know, so it does help. And I feel like having this type of mindset with my witchcraft is phenomenal, guys. I mean, anyone in the chat here, what's your feedback on having neurodivergence and witchcraft, spell crafting?
Thanks,
Like
Draven.
how does that having a
Armadillo's here.
neurodivergence, how does that affect your spell crafting? And I know there's different tools for like herbs that we can use. There's different essential oils that help, crystals that help, grounding techniques, mindfulness, meditation, and then having anxiety and ADHD
Okay,
with
let's talk
what's up?
about that for a second. Let's talk
Yeah.
about grounding and ADHD.
Yes.
Um, the other day, well, after I came back from my trip, I was having trouble piecing my humanity back together. um, it took Joey and Selena both to try to calm me down. Um,
Yeah.
Mr. OD too. These people were all very supportive. They knew what I was going through at the time, and um, I couldn't even talk to Selena when I was having this anxiety attack. I'm
I
like,
know I called
can't
him and he didn't even
can't
answer.
talk.
And I'm like, did you just hang up on your husband?
Yeah, I
But I
couldn't do
understand
it.
because I have moments like that too, where it's like you're in that hermit mode. You know how you talked about that. You're in a hermit mode. You can't talk to anybody. You can't think. You just have to process things on your own.
Yes, me too. I smoke a lot of cannabis. Um, I do smoke a lot of cannabis for anxiety and pain. Grounding though, when you called, I was starting to hyperventilate. I was like, I thought I was so proud of myself just for saying the words, I'm having an anxiety attack right now.
I know.
And when you called,
And
I
I
was like,
wanted to
nope,
help
can't
calm
do
you
it.
down. So that's why I wanted to
Yeah,
call you to help you focus. And then I sent you like quick tips on
yeah,
what to do for grounding. You know, concentrate on something tangible in front of you. Do your deep breathing.
yeah.
Count, you know, a lot of
It,
counting
I,
to
it felt
help.
like I couldn't breathe. I
Yeah.
wa- was just kept breathing in and I wasn't breathing out. And it, it, it took me a minute
Hmm.
to gather myself. I spent the rest of the night, you know, trying to calm my ass down, trying to get back into my normal groove.
Yeah.
Um, and
It's tough. I mean,
grounding
I
is
get it.
necessary because when I feel like that, I feel like the world is spinning, and
Spinning.
I'm that little car doll
You're like the
um,
tornado in
that
Dorothy in Wizard of
I'm just
Oz.
out there. And
Yeah,
so grounding helps me hold on to reality, not just the planet, to
correct.
reality
So that's
when
when
I'm having
breathing
those
comes
issues.
into like that's when breathing helps. And when you're having those moments, for me, it's I have to start, you know, I gotta breathe and smell 3 different scents or
Oh yeah,
touch
I do that.
3 different items or taste three
I
different
do that
items
with the
like that,
senses.
all of
What am
that.
I seeing? What am I
Yes,
hearing? What do I taste?
correct.
To help bring me
And
back.
that for me helps me to kind of calm down. I mean, I've been dealing with this since I was a teenager, you know, in my early
Now,
teens.
when you're having an anxiety attack as an empath or a witch, it's doubly wrong because your defenses are suddenly shattered and you're feeling
Yeah.
everything all around you all at
And
once. So you're not only dealing
you're
with,
overly feeling it. It's not
yeah,
just like, you know, because we feel things so deeply and in such a stronger, more emotional level that for us, it does take longer. I feel personally, in my opinion, to kind of regroup your thoughts, yourself, your body, because it's trying to take over your body again. You need to try and take over it again. Your mental state, your breathing, your nervous system, all of that goes out of whack.
and that's a good point. Your animals help ground, three rescue
Yeah.
cats and parakeet.
Houseplants
I
too.
houseplants will do it.
Yeah.
My dogs and they know when I'm having an episode because my little chihuahua will come running in the
Yeah.
room and just lean on me and just
So
be there.
Darla, she's been picking up on on me being off, and she'll come over and she starts like rubbing me with her nose. And that's like another sensory issue. Yeah, really works.
Animals, no.
They
So
do.
yes, when I'm having, there's certain times when I'm doing art where I'm forced to focus on what I'm doing, and that's why I
Hmm.
like resin craft when I make my trays or
Hmm.
artwork or anything like that, because I only have 45 minutes to do this, and I have to be very specific with what I'm doing. So it makes me focus. And tell you
Yeah.
the truth, I didn't do any resin work this year, and it showed. I
So
was
Moonfox has a
stressed.
really good comment on here. One of the biggest problems with mental health is stigma. The idea of mental health. Yeah, that's absolutely 100% right.
Selena,
People don't talk about it enough. People don't. You,
let's. A lot of that can be cultural too, like for
yes.
Hispanic families.
Oh, totally. Because for Hispanics, you don't talk about your
Yeah,
feelings, your emotions. That just wasn't a thing.
it's just not done.
And you probably dealt with that in Utah,
Yeah,
right?
I yeah, there was a lot
Uh-huh.
of we're not going to talk about this type mentality, and it wasn't mean or rude. It was just I
Yeah,
wasn't
but that's
free to
how
discuss
Mexicans
certain
are. I
things.
mean,
Yeah.
I grew up with the same thing where you didn't talk about your
M-
feelings, you didn't talk about
My
mental health
parents
issues.
are my parents are what is scientifically called knucking futs, and they should
Yeah,
have had
Draven.
therapy. They should have been on medication. But until the day he died, my dad refused to believe that he had any type of mental
Yeah,
situation going on. And my mom still denies that she needs any type of help. Um, Me and my sister and brother were like, "Fuck that! We know we're crazy. Give me drugs. Give me
yeah,
counseling." So we kind of broke the chain there, and
yeah.
we're all very proud of ourselves for that. So.
Yeah, you should
Uh,
be. Knowing when to look, knowing when to get help is very, very important.
Yeah.
And I have
Um,
no problem saying I have these mental issues, but I feel like it not only makes me who I am, but it also helps my witchcraft. I feel like all of this helps my witchcraft and helps me with
the
school and
fact
helps
that
me like I'm guys, as y'all know, I'm an overachiever. I can't help it. I'm sicker than a dog. I know, don't look at me like that, Bobby. But I'm still pushing, 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 going, going, going. And it's because it's just my mindset. But I'm Mexican. We just have that work ethic as well.
uh, Imelda
Imelda
says, yes,
Sandoval, hola.
welcome, girlfriend. My dad
Hmm.
would hit me with a belt when I would get emotional. Yes! He wasn't raising
I'll
no
give you
fucking
something to cry
sissy boys.
about.
Yeah, oh
Yes.
my God. And
Oh
my
my
dad was 100% chingón. Um,
God. Mi
he
papá
was
también.
100%
Yeah,
badass. He was a banger.
yeah. I'll give
Um,
you something to cry about. Or
yeah.
yeah, there was
Wrecked his
nobody
day
had
when he
mental
found out.
health issues
Wrecked
when
my
you were
dad's day when he
gay.
found out he had two gay kids. Yeah. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, so it's
yeah,
also cultural
Hershey.
based, there's so much around that stigma.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
Craggy
speak to
said
other
we were
cultures,
told to
but
toughen up. That's exactly it, Craggy. Toughen up.
and a lot of us watching right now are Gen X. We were left to deal with our trauma alone as it was. We didn't have a lot of the guidance that the next generation or the one before us had. So any trauma that we were dealing with, we went out, fucking broke something, and came back inside. That was it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Miss Tarot D said it all stems from generational trauma. That's correct, 100% correct. And work needs to be done to break that cycle.
up
Yes.
until last year, I was taking it upon myself to deal with the generational karma in my family. Um, until somebody said, dude, that's a lot of people you're trying to fucking help. Why don't you
It
handle your own
is.
life?
It is a lot of people, but if you can heal yours, you can heal you can start healing your past family lives. So again, this all goes, I feel like, also with past lives. If you can start healing your life before, your generation before, it's like I'm gonna say like a red string theory. You can start connecting all of those behind you and start healing them as well.
There's a card in my Divine Masculine deck. This one right here that
Mm-hmm.
Ramon sent me. I love this deck. Um, it's called Janus, the two-headed god, and it's about sending your own energy back into the past or into the future. And we've talked about this. This is something I do.
Yeah.
So when I read that, I was like, "Fuck yes!" Um,
Yeah. Even
if I,
Ramon, him and I have had, I think all three of us have had that conversation together
you know
about
what we
future
never got
and
around to
back.
doing? We never got around to doing a near-death experience show.
Oh, are you still in the chat, my brother?
I don't know if he's still
Ramon?
watching, but
Yeah, we need to do that
that
past
is,
that
all three
n-
of us, my brother and
near
sister
death
here,
experiences.
near death
Yeah.
experiences. When we were sharing it, we're like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
um, yeah, I honestly believe that the near death experience expanded on the witchcraft. The ADHD expands on the witchcraft, because our mind is everything in magic. If you
Mm-hmm.
can visualize it, you can do it. And if you're ADHD, you're not just visualizing, you're putting this here, this says smells, this, the, which is how it's supposed to be with magic.
And you're and then you have that hyper focus as well. When you're able to hyper focus like that, I feel like you can totally, like, you are like laser focused, you're getting the work done, you know exactly what needs to be done. Especially when I take my medication, I'm like laser focused. Um, and I get like everything done and on top of a million other things in my house done at the same time. So
Yeah. Um,
having medication helps.
Okay, this is wrong, and please, nobody do this. This is something I do on rare occasions when I have to do it. Um, I will go off my meds if I know I've got a big project around the house, like if I have guests coming and I have to clean the whole house, um, because then I become so anxious that I just start cleaning. Um, and then after it's done, I take a shower, take my pills, and smoke a bowl. Um, So I would not advise people doing that,
So
but
you're
that is,
non-compliant is what you're
I'm
telling me.
non-compliant. I've always been non-compliant with my meds. I,
So I've been in pharmacy for 23 years, guys. So when um having the knowledge of medication as well has been helpful, but at the same time, having so much knowledge of medication also makes me non-compliant because
so
what?
do you think, if somebody asked this question right here, and I wanted to bring it up before, oh Gigi, here it is. Do you find your third eye overactive too? Uh, yes,
Most
when
definitely.
I'm off my meds, my skills aren't what they are. My skills are off the chain. Um, and then I become intrusive with other people. I'm reading them whether I want to or not. So,
That's a
um,
good point that you just brought up.
what's that?
So being on medication, does that make you less of a witch or no?
It helps me control my anger and my anxiety, because if you're not balanced and centered when you sit down to work magic, shit will either not work or it will go awry. Um,
Because I've heard other content creators, and I'm not going to say names, have said that if you take medication for your mental health, then you are almost doing like a disservice to your witchcraft or your Like you're numbing your abilities.
Now, my first question is this somebody who takes medication or has ever had to take
Prob
medication?
no, they probably do not
Then they
and look
can
down
kiss
on
my
people who take
fucking
medication.
ass.
Yeah.
If you
So
don't
I think
take
that's something
medication,
that
yeah, I'm sorry. That just pisses me off.
right.
If you
Me
have
too.
no dog in the race, butt out. All right. Um,
Yeah.
I
It is
agree,
awful,
Miss
Miss
Parody.
Harody. Yeah. Like they look at you differently because you do take medication for whatever mental health issues you have. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm just as much of a witch as you are, maybe even more. So who are you to tell me that I'm not a witch or I can't
Yeah.
do specific
Okay,
things
first of
or
all,
I'm numbing my
anybody,
abilities because I'm medicated?
I'll agree that some medications will make it hard to focus and hard to think, hard to gather your
Mhm.
thoughts and put you in the magical mindset you need. I agree that sometimes it's difficult to get there. Um,
So I'm
but
like, to me, it's like, don't
that is
feel bad
dangerous talk right
and
there.
don't think that you are not as much of an intuitive or a witch because you have to be medicated. Do not ever feel like you are not just as good or better than the person next to you who's not taking medication. So
Yeah.
that's my point with that. That don't
Um,
feel
well,
because I mean
people
it
view it
is
as a weakness,
and it's
as
not.
if you're taking
I mean I
meds,
find it to be it's like an extra like power that you're given.
it helps me focus.
Mhm.
Um,
It helps me feel deeper. It helps me focus. It helps me understand. And when you can understand the energy around you or understand the spirit that who had a god awful life and passed away and is still roaming the earth, if you can understand and be empathetic at what's happening, I think it makes you even a better person. Oh, Rebecca, yeah, correct.
yeah, honestly, if you have no mental issues, bully for you. Um, don't ever tell somebody they're doing wrong. That's like those people that say don't vaccinate your kids. It just bothers me that your ignorance is so astounding. And that is a personal
And
opinion.
that's your prerogative
And if you
as a
didn't
parent.
vaccinate your kids, it is your choice. You're wrong, but it is your choice. Um,
It is
I'm gonna
Timmy.
get
He says he
letters.
takes cardiac pill. My cup is full regardless. Exactly. Your cup is full regardless what mental health issues you have, what medications you're taking to cope with it.
I did bring this topic up to Ramon last year, I think, about do you think there's a connection between magical working psychic powers and mental illness or and anxiety? Um,
I think there is.
I've always believed that the people who society says are crazy or loco or anything like that are the ones who are freer. They're not as tied to the physical realm and can see into other realms much easier. That's my personal opinion. Um, Madmen and children are the most psychic beings on the planet, in my opinion. Um, Kids, because they haven't yet learned to shut that part of themselves off yet, they're still open to the possibility. Um, and I don't know, I'm starting to go off the rails again.
You're
Um,
fine.
Yank me
But
back in.
Faye of the Forest said she's had ADHD since she was 5, and at 18, I myself said no, I do not want to take no more medication for, but to each their own, which is true. To each their own.
And I think if you've made the decision to deal with your life with medication, that's a brave decision to make. What we were
Yeah,
talking
even
about,
Nancy
cultural
just yeah.
beliefs. I will always support somebody who wants to take control of their life. Now, as far as does it affect my magic or my abilities? No, not in the least. I'll tell you what does affect my magic. If I'm off my meds, I can't work magic. I cannot focus. My mindset is different. I'm doom scrolling. Um, and when I go into work magic, I have to be calm, centered, balanced.
Hmm.
So no, I have no problem taking my meds and working magic. I
Yeah, and
think
it
I'm a
just so happens
very
that the
good
class I'm in right now in college is called Abnormal Psychology, and we are discussing all of these topics.
Abby Normal.
Abnormal psychology.
You know what that's from? Abby Normal?
What?
No.
Hmm.
Uh, Young Frankenstein. When he went to get the
Oh.
brain, he dropped the brain he went to get, and he saw an abnormal brain. And the doctor asked him, "Where'd you get this brain? What was the name?"
Oh, that's
Abby,
right.
Abby somebody.
That'd be normal. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Uh,
And if you want to take a natural approach, there's a lot of things you can do to do like
Frankenstein.
herbs. You know, there's a lot of herbs that you can take that are natural that can help with um focus, that can help with mental clarity. So what herbs would you grab, Bobby, for focus and mental clarity?
Well, it
To help with
depends
like
on what I was trying
ADHD,
to do.
fog, scattered thoughts, task
I would
initiations.
drink a dark tea.
Hmm.
Some
And what kind of tea would be it? What would it be?
Earl Grey would be good. Um,
Is that
I
like
have
bergamot?
yes, it has bergamot in it. Um, I have a cinnamon tea, a clove tea,
Hmm.
um, something I call it Christmassy, something Christmassy, um, that's going to help me connect with my root chakra. Um, I
Okay.
used to
So like
have
rosemary helps sharpen memory, peppermint energizes your brain, boosts motivation, basil clears chaotic thoughts, enhances mental order. Bay leaf is for focus, determination, mental strength.
see, I'm never trying to enhance my thinking. I'm always trying to calm it down. So
So like
oh
lavender and chamomile more like
yes,
soothing, lemon balm,
yes,
blue lotus, mugwort.
a lot of blue lotus, mugwort. Yes,
Yeah.
these are also the herbs I would use for uh, psychic powers. Um, the blue lotus will blow your third eye right open.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
like a sensory, it's like helps with like your intuition, any of those blue type of flowers, blue
the
purpley flowers.
divination oil has blue lotus in it that Joey makes. Um, I love blue lotus tea. It's everything.
Hmm.
So
And yes.
no, I'm thinking about your last question. What would I grab for? Yeah, my first instinct was to grab something grounding because if I'm grounded, then I can think clearly. Um,
Or some forest flower.
Forest floor, yeah,
That's what I meant. Forest floor, same difference. This is
that grounding
sacred
oil.
infused grounding oil by our lovely Joey. Definitely reach
That's a
out to her.
me.
This is amazing.
Joey's producing it, but that was my recipe. We came up with that together. Yeah.
I mean, I just put some on before our live because I felt like I needed to ground
She didn't
because my
just put
anxiety,
some on, she went like this. And I was like, you go,
because
girl. Love that oil.
because I always start it from the back of my neck. So when I'm putting any of my oils on like that, especially, I always start in the back of my neck and then bring it forward. And then I put it on my forehead and then around my face. So that's how I
Mm.
put on these oils. I
She's
wasn't
like,
like that
David,
hoping.
I'm going to put the oil on now.
But that's how I put it on. I always start like with my neck and then pull it around.
Selena did a L'Oreal commercial.
I did, Bridget.
Yes, thank you, Bridget. That is a Joey's
Thank you.
website.
Yes.
Um,
I mean, so there's, that forest floor, and it's a grounding oil with like hawthornberry, cypress, horehound, vervain, patchouli, sandalwood, pine, cypress, cedarwood essential oils. So,
Ginkgo. That's the one I was trying to think of. Thank you,
yes,
Irma.
Yes. I
It's
actually
good
made
for
a
memory,
ginkgo
but
oil.
I
Yeah.
couldn't
I
remember what it
actually
was
made a
called.
ginkgo oil myself because we had ginkgo in our property that I happened to come across. So, but there's like for if you need energy for like burnout cycles, low focus, or you're feeling overstimulated, ginger helps with spark motivation and without making you jittery. So I was eating a crap load of ginger a couple days ago because I felt like I needed, not only is it a good anti-inflammatory, which helps with my kidneys, but it also helps with like my invigoration and just kind of get me motivated without feeling jittery like my Adderall does. But like cinnamon, orange peel, even if you can't eat them, if you can smell them, just smelling it, smelling the orange peels, when you're peeling an orange and you start to smell it, even that bergamot, like you just talked about, any of those lemonies really just help invigorate you and just kind of uplift you and even change your mood. At least it does for me. A lot of herbs
Oh yeah, that's where
change
aromatherapy
your,
comes
yeah,
in.
yeah, they change your mood, your mindset. So find what works for you. Yeah, I love the
And
smell of lavender.
that is one of the plants that is
Mhm.
associated with Hermes, so it's one of my favorite.
So, like for
Um,
Darla, I make an essential oil room spray for her, and it is a frankincense and lavender room spray because
ooh,
she also has anxiety. She has, she gets stressful if anybody leaves the room. She's like losing her mind, separation anxiety. So I always spray her blankets. I spray her, not like, especially with pets, you have to be more careful because you need to find out what's safe for
mhm.
pets. So do your research on that if you are going to use anything on your pet.
Aw, my poor boy, my Romeo, he's going blind, and my poor baby's walking into walls, so we have to watch him. He's got the layout
Um,
pretty much memorized, but
so
every
just don't
now
move
and then,
furniture around without letting him,
yeah,
having him figure that out.
exactly. Keep the path clear on his main run.
Pobrecito.
Um, Timmy says I make a sauce with lemon
Ooh,
peel and Worcestershire. That oh,
definitely. Frankincense,
frankincense and
alcohol.
copal.
Yes. I love those too. I love dragon's blood, but I mean I burn a lot of lavender incense pretty much every single day.
So I'm interested on what everybody in the crowd thinks. Can you, if you commented, apologize, but do you think being ADHD or having anything like that affects your magic or your psychic abilities? Um, what is your opinion? Don't just go by what Selena and I are saying. I want to hear. We're not telling you what you think. We're asking you what you think. Um,
Yeah, what's your opinion?
Nag Champa, I love Nag Champa. Dragon's
Nice,
blood.
Draven. Yeah.
Mm, if it's treated, I think it's different for
Mm-hmm.
each person. I agree.
Yeah,
Nothing can stop magic. I
that's right, Swampy. Well, either I'm crazy or the voices are here are real. Not really sure at this point. LOL. I love you, Jess.
I've just accepted that the voices I hear are real. And when I hear myself talk to people who are outside of the spiritual community, I'm thinking they think I'm fucking nuts.
Speaking of thinking I'm nuts, a couple people in the live in the chat here, like Jess, already know about this. Last night, my husband said it sounded like Doctor Who noises in our bedroom. I was speaking a different language. Someone else was speaking in the room. Um, so to someone else who's not spiritual and would hear that happening, I'd automatically be put into an insane asylum
Mhm.
for having that type of activity around me.
So here's something I'll share with you guys.
Oh, Hector. Hugs, Hector.
My heck, when bef- there was a period of my life where I really tried to deny who and what I am. Um, just lived in a muggle world doing muggle shit.
That's
Um,
boring, Bobby.
it it wasn't just boring, it drove me crazy. Um, the anxiety of knowing what I was feeling, and um, it literally drove me crazy. So I went and spent a weekend at a nice little facility, um, to get my shit under control again. And
Yeah.
that's when I made the decision. I'm not going to do this anymore. Um, I'm not going to worry what other people think about my decisions to talk to ghosts or my ancestors. I'm a
Yeah.
witch. I'm gifted.
Yeah.
I'm a great card reader. Why in the hell am I going to blind myself for some bitches I don't even know? Um,
You don't even pay
so
your rent.
they ain't paying unless they paying your bills. Pay them no mind.
Peace out,
Um,
Girl Scout. And the funny thing is my husband, so I'm always the last one out of bed. He's always the first one out of bed. This time it was the other way around. Darla woke up and I wanted to let him sleep, so I got up and took her out. He woke up, saw the bed empty, and he goes, "Oh, great. They fucking took her." He thought I was
it
he thought
happened.
I was on like some spaceship, like some
All right.
galactic federation. But
That's great,
it's
great.
nice that my husband understands, or I don't know if he understands. I think he just takes it all as this is Selena, this is her witchy stuff. These are her abilities. Like, I mean, I astral travel pretty regularly, guys, or people come to me, and that's just the way it is. So he hears a lot of noises in the middle of the night, languages being spoken that he's never heard. And I keep telling him, you need to record me, please, because I need to know what the heck I'm saying, if I can even remember, but I can't remember anything. I feel like they just like
Don't try to
completely
make it sound
dry
like
erase my brain so I can
don't
understand
try
what's
to
going
make it
on.
sound like you don't already have the video equipment set up in your room. Just go ahead and film yourself sleeping.
Stop
Okay.
it.
Um,
But there was a
I'm
couple,
intrigued. I want to know more. I want to hear what you're
yeah,
saying.
I know, me too. But it happens like pretty regularly, where I'm like speaking a whole different language, but then someone else is speaking a different language in the bedroom, and he's like looking around like, who the hell is here?
So can't you download one of those voice activated recording apps to where it
Oh, I
doesn't
don't know. I'd have to really like
record
figure all
anything?
that out. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's nice that I have a husband that actually,
it is.
doesn't like call me crazy and trying to put me into a manicomio or something, into a nut house.
You've been sleeping. My husband's been letting me sleep since I came back from my trip. He says
Oh,
I'm
Aote says she
getting
wires her room. He. Or I would wire my room. He. I thought you already had it wired, Aote.
my depressive episodes tend to be agitated depression. So I have anxiety and just, yeah, because of my medical condition, I suffer from insomnia, which can be a pain when a lot of your friends live on the other side of the country or in another country and are in different time zones. So
Yeah.
by the
Like
time
Chris.
I'm like Chris, I was able to talk to him this morning for the first time in a couple weeks. Yeah, it was just like, I have trouble waking up because I have trouble falling asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And um,
And it's because of those racing thoughts. Like even now, like I'm getting downloads in the middle of the night. And by downloads, I think that it's my ancestors, or my guides telling me, Selena, you didn't make this oil next. So they're giving me a recipe at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm writing this recipe down in my notes. Um, But then other people, if I were to tell like a normal
Mm.
Joe Schmo down the road about this, and I'm telling him this is what I'm dealing with, he'd probably think I'm fucking nuts. Because I'm
Yeah.
getting told a recipe in the middle of the night when I'm, supposed to be sleeping. And he's like, well, where's this recipe coming from? I would say it's my ancestors, it's my
You're
guides
like, you
telling
asked too
me.
many questions. Don't worry.
I know. It
Don't
would
worry
be
about it.
my
Just make it.
ancestors or guides telling me, Selena, it's time to make this oil. So then I look up the cycles of the moon to see if it's the right time to make it. And of course, it's always the right fucking time to make it.
I love
It's
it.
the
It's always the
weirdest
right
thing.
time for magic.
I know it's the weirdest, it's the weirdest thing, but it's like if I try to explain that to a muggle, they're not going to understand where I'm getting this information from.
No. And my husband over the years has just come to accept that I'm really, really, really good at reading
That's
people.
David.
He's just
He
accepted
just,
that
yeah, he just accepts who I am.
if I tell him something about somebody, he just nods and accepts it. Um, yeah, I love
But I
my
feel like
husband. He's a
David's
good guy.
picking up on stuff too. Like he picks up on things because of me.
Like you're activating him, or
I think so.
that's possible.
Yeah.
Um, Couples do that.
Like he
They
picks up on
strengthen each
things
other.
too. Yeah.
I have tried and asked my husband about this topic and whether he feels anything or sees anything, and it's just something that we don't really talk about. Um, the answer he says is no, but I know for a fact the answer is yes.
He just
Um,
doesn't want to accept it.
yeah, like he's linked with me. If I'm upset or in pain, he knows. Um, yeah,
Yeah. David picks up on my emotions right away. He'll look at
yeah.
me. He's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, because he knows. Like he picks up on it. We're that in tune together. So I feel like he's picking up on other stuff besides my emotions.
Let me
So is
see.
there
What are
any
we
like spell
missing?
work that you think that you would want to do if you're having an episode, or you just don't want to do any spell work because your brain's like haywired somewhere else?
I would only perform destructive spells at that point to banish something, destroy something, get rid of something, because my anxiety would be
So
so
get rid of the
high.
racing thoughts, get rid
Get rid of
of.
the racing
So
thoughts.
what would you do for that?
Get rid of what was causing me the anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
My process for this is I would break out my tarot cards first of all, and I would do a session to figure out exactly what the fuck is wrong with me. And then I would take action, either mentally or magically, to remedy the situation. I always try
So
mundane
you
means
always
before I
consult the
resort to
cards first.
magical. Oh God, yes. That's
Okay.
um
I mean, I do too.
there.
I always have like I currently at this time I have 9, 10 decks next to me. And this is where I work. This is where I sit down to work, guys. So this is my spot. And I always have decks next to me and I have a couple notebooks to write in if I need to start writing something down. Like I always and crystals. Like I always have a huge selenite, Merkaba. So
I
this
love
helps
that.
me focus as well by looking at the details on here helps me focus.
I have a little pyramid that you sent me, a little
Mm-hmm.
tiger's eye pyramid.
The tiger's
Um,
eye.
I will press my finger into it if I'm having trouble, like if I'm doing a reading
Oh, like a
and
pressure point?
I'll use it to for pain
Oh,
to
that's a good
snap me
idea.
back into myself. Like if I'm doing a reading and I'm stretching and I'm seeing too much and I'm getting too deep into the vision, I will ground myself. I will pull myself back with pain or grabbing my
Because it's
pendant
that
around my
feeling part
neck.
that you need to do to be able to
Yeah,
ground yourself again. Yeah.
I need to be reconnected. Um,
And I feel like when you do something like that, you recenter and refocus your brain on that pain that you're feeling. So everything else vanishes, and then you're
it
only
narrows down.
concentrating on that one little part in your finger that's feeling that pain.
The way I'm visualizing it, say I'm doing a reading and picture my eyes get all white and glowy because I'm lost in the vision, but I can't
Yeah,
bring myself back. So I will press my finger into that little pyramid. I will do something I will snap my bracelet, something to bring me back.
that's a good one
Um,
too. Snapping your bracelet to get like your pain.
yeah, and to become aware of my physical body. Um,
Oh, that's genius, Bobby. I'd never thought of
Bridget, that's
doing.
pretty much what it is. Avatar state. It's funny you say that. Um,
What did she say?
Bobby goes into avatar state when I'm doing a
Yeah.
reading and I'm having a vision like that. This
Oh,
happened the
look
other
at
day.
Hershey.
You
I
use
use
your
my
bleeding
bleeding
hand.
candles to help me remove my pain. That's a really good
I
way to
love that.
visualize that. That's nice, Hershey.
Um, what the
So
fuck was I gonna say?
Rebecca just said she keeps Dex in her bag and, with selenite, but when I'm having anxiety or racing thoughts, I take them out. Yes, it's that shuffling action. Shuffling the cards, doing that mindless thing really helps me. So
Yeah.
like there's times where I'm just shuffling cards for no reason, but it's because I'm trying to mentally get myself off of
If I'm having
racing
trouble
everywhere else.
Well, I'm having trouble grounding myself. I'm not going to call on the element of fire or air or water because those are too fluid and inconsistent. I'm going to be calling the element of earth to ground me and stabilize me. Um,
Yeah, see, Gigi's currently shuffling cards herself. Yeah, I do
it's
that.
a relaxation
It
thing.
is. It's very therapeutic for me. Even just hearing the noise of them shuffling, it to me is very therapeutic. For me, it's
It
grounding as well. It's a grounding motion because you're holding something tangible, but at the same time, that tangible item was made out of earth material, cards,
it's a
paper.
tangible item, but it's also my weapon. Um, so
And if a card
some
comes flying
people
out, then there's a message from my spirit guides. They're telling me something,
tarot cards can be dangerous in the right hands. They will show you a lot. So when I say they're my weapon, they're my weapon. they're my tool for magic.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if I do a spread and I'm like, oh no, that's not right. We can't have that. I'll rearrange the spread to the way I
Make it turn
want
out the
it to
way you
be.
want it to be.
Well, I'll throw my
Nice.
willpower into it to
Yeah.
create that reality. Um, and that is something I've done forever. And
Yeah.
I'm a very good tarot witch. That
Yeah.
is my chosen
So it's
thing.
that repetitive motion that really helps soothing, grounding, relaxing.
Repetitive motion can make you lose it too. Like when I do dishes, I have to really be aware of what I'm doing because the repetitive motion in the water, I will start having psychic flashes, psychic
Yeah.
visions.
That you're not ready
So,
to have,
yeah,
or you're being
unwarranted.
intrusive in other people's surroundings, and then you're
Yeah.
seeing what psychically is happening around them. Like when somebody's
Um,
pregnant and you're like, oh, so and so is pregnant.
yeah, I did that.
You did.
I did tell you that story. Yeah. And it
Yeah.
came when I was washing the dishes. Yeah. Um, I grounding is very important. Not just grounding, cleansing. Grounding, cleansing, and energizing. Those
Yeah, I
three
was spraying before we
words.
came on. I put my oils before I came on. Made sure I had, my hematite, obsidian bracelets because I need those to ground. Um,
I wear lighter bracelets on my right hand and darker on my left for the goddess and the god, Boaz and Jacqueline, um,
mhm. I
the
always wear
twin
lighter ones on
pillars.
my left and darker ones on my right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The
To
way
me, that they've always been that way.
yeah, if I'm facing the High Priestess card, she's got the dark on the left, and I guess if I were turned around, it would be the opposite. But
Mm-hmm.
this is the way I've always done it,
Yeah.
and it works for me. The Wheel of Fortune flew out. Gigi said, um, you
Oh,
know,
cat videos on YouTube. Yeah. So on the Disney Channel, they have like National Geographic type of videos. I put those on, or I do like meditative music on. Like that helps me.
um,
That helps with my attention, my anxiety.
you know what helps with my anxiety? Dr.
Hmm.
Pimple Popper.
Oh, you're one of those.
Dr. Pimple Popper, Dr. Sandra Lee. Um, and one of my friends, who
You're
I shall not
hilarious.
name, said the same thing. He's all into those videos with the toenails cutting the yeah, is into the whole thing. So I love it. Everyone's like, Dr. Pimple Popper.
No,
AOD,
Bridget,
you
I'm
don't like
totally
Dr.
judging.
Pimple?
I'm totally
Uh,
judging.
how
But
could you
that's
not
okay.
like Dr. Pimple Popper? Come on. When they're giving
You
birth to a giant lipoma off your back. Come on, that is awesome.
or multiples that she's like
Oh,
extracting. And how do people
oh.
live like that? I don't know. I mean, it happens, I guess.
You give me a good cyst removal video at the end of the night, and I'm good.
Gigi said, my husband says I'm gross. Is it because you like those, Gigi? Oh, Draven's
Draven,
like, oh, hell
hell no.
no. There is no
Oh,
middle
the
road with
cow
Dr. Pimple
hoof
Popper.
ones are so gross when they show the infection inside the hooves and everything. Oh, poor cows. You don't think a cow's getting ingrown toenails and shit,
They
but
do.
yeah.
Yeah. I've
Um,
accidentally come across them on like social media and I'm like, oh, okay, I just gotten down to the bottom of the internet here. I've gotten to the end.
wait, what did AOD say? There is no middle of the Dr. Pimple Popper.
You're right, AOD, there isn't. And then
It's
Faye of the
so
Forest, when my
relaxing.
anxiety bothers me, she likes to shuffle. The Tarot El Dos de los Tres, it's a great card stock.
I have that. Where do I have that? Right here.
I want to know what deck that
This one.
is. Oh, that's the one you got from Maru.
This is the one I got from Maru. Yes. Um, I love that deck. It's so shiny.
Oh, you too, Jess? She watches it too. Matt thinks there's something wrong with
Airport
her.
security videos are awesome, especially when you could see them start to sweat on the video. All of a sudden they're dry and then just whoosh, suddenly sweating because they know they're going to jail.
I love that we all have different ways of grounding, of soothing, our own soothing techniques.
I do need a new sponsor. How funny.
Don't give them
Uh,
ideas, Bridget.
I do
Medical
like
videos,
when I'm
autopsies.
having tough days with my ADHD or my bipolar depression, um, the whole thing. When I'm having those days, a lot of the time I'll hide. I'll go into hermit mode, and I'll tell everybody I'm just pulling back. I'll get high, put on my Dr. Pimple Popper, um, take a nice hot shower. Um, Maybe do a chakra meditation.
Hot shower. I had to do that, like do like a bath scrub. Yadira underneath the veil of marigold has a really good banish the BS scrub. And I think that scrub alone helps me get, not only does it cleanse me, but it makes, like when you're scrubbing yourself in the bathtub, in the shower, you are putting intention, at least I am, into what I'm doing and cleansing and everything and releasing. That also helps me is taking a nice intentional shower, like putting
It's
intent into
true.
that shower.
And we've talked about this before. When you're imagining all the shit running off of you, imagine it
Hmm.
running down the drain, not
And
just
away,
pooling.
just far, far away from you.
Yeah, don't let it pool in your bathtub. You
Thank
want
you,
that
Bridget.
shit being carried out to sea.
Yeah,
Uh,
she posted Yadita's Etsy shop for that Banish the BS scrub. It's a phenomenal scrub. I use it regularly, and if I'm out of it, I'll text her and I'll be like, "Hey girl, I need some more scrub. When's the next?" She's probably making some now because it's the
I do that
Darkman
with Ramon and Ramon and his moon spray.
sprays.
I
Yeah.
love his moon sprays.
Yeah.
Well, I
So
take them
there's a
with me
lot of things that
to.
we can all do to help us mentally, emotionally, spiritually to kind of just reground and regroup and just put ourselves back into our own little zen state, regardless how crazy it is for someone else on what we're doing to get us back into that state.
Yeah, and if you have ADHD or depression, anxiety, anything like this, um, never ever be embarrassed or ashamed that you need some assistance. All
Nope.
it means
You
is
have a whole
there's,
group of people here that will be more than happy to talk to you, who understand, will be non-judgy about it.
yeah, this
Message
is
me. I mean, I
a
know I'm not
physical
always like,
thing.
I know I'm not
If
always readily available to message people back right away because I work crazy hours and
That's why
I'm
I'm
in
always
school and
so
everything
worried
else.
to send you and Ramon messages, but usually I'll send you
What?
guys. Well,
Well,
it because I
because
don't know. I
sometimes
don't want to
it's
wake you
nice.
up.
No, but it's nice to be able to, if I am having a moment and I'm busy at work, it's nice to be able to look away from my work and look at my phone and then respond to whatever is happening. Like it makes me laugh.
Okay. Yeah, all this means is you've got a chemical imbalance in your body that needs to be corrected. Um, so
But does it really need to be corrected, or is it just that's what makes you who you are and it
well, if
quirkiness and
it's
all?
detrimental to you and it's making you lose your friends, your job, your family,
Yeah.
because you can't get your shit together, then yeah, you're gonna need some medication and
Yeah.
counseling, probably talk to your doctor. Um,
Yeah.
but if you choose not to, that's your decision also. Nobody can make you do anything. Um, I
Nope.
do worry about people who have chosen a strictly, what's that word, homeopathic route. Steve Jobs, was it Steve Jobs when he died? Was going the homeopathic route. He's like, no, no, I'm going to do this. No, no, I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to do this. And then it got to the point where
It was like
he realized it
the
just wasn't going to work, and it was already too late at that point for
yeah,
him to
it was a
do.
point of no return.
Yeah, so talk to your doctor, work in
Hmm.
conjunction with
And
them.
like awkwardly gothy Aote says, yes, always seek professional help first. These are just our um this is our personal gnosis, our own experience on what we deal to cope with our issues. That in
Yeah.
no way is to replace your medication, if you're taking any, your professional help, any of that stuff.
You know what I really dislike about having anxiety is when I'm so freaking tired I can't keep my eyes open and I finally crawl into bed,
And
turn the
then you're like,
light out,
boom, you
and
get
my
like a
eyes
second wind.
shoot open. And
You
I'm
get like a
like,
second
okay,
wind.
that
And
didn't
I'm
go
like,
as like I planned.
no, it happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
And then like
Um,
4 hours later, I'm finally falling asleep, and then my alarm is going to be waking me up because I have
my
to get up
brother
to.
did that to me when I was out there. He I was walking ahead of him and I had just gotten up, so I'm very slow with my cane sometimes. And I didn't know he's behind me. And I hear 3 hours later. And I was like, you bastard.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would have
He
walked
did it
with you
really good
slowly.
too.
No.
Yeah. My nephew and niece are so cute when I go to Yuma to see them. Um, they're like 12. And I can't look up past a certain angle because I had that brain surgery and I'd get dizzy and
Mm-hmm.
fall. So if we go to the stores, and I start reaching up for something, my nephew will jump up. He's right there. He won't let me do anything. My niece will have me around the arms like that. So yeah, they're good kids. They are.
I love that. Yeah, Rebecca, that's us too all the time. We finally, yeah, midnight, 1 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I think I can go to sleep now. And then you're like, boing, second energy.
It sucks. It does, because then you're awake and
And
yeah.
then it like messes with your whole day. Like, it happens to me so much.
Well, if I'm supposed to um get up at like 8 o'clock for a transatlantic call or something, and I'm going to bed at 6 o'clock, it's just not working for me, you know. Luckily, my
Which you do
friends all
often.
know. Yeah. Um, Luckily, my friends know that if I'm having trouble sleeping, I'm not dissing them. It's just I passed out eventually. So there is that. I've got good
Yeah.
friends like you and Chris
Mhm.
and Ramon and Mama D.
'Cause I got friends in low places.
Those are the best friends to have, I'm gonna tell you. Did you see that
Oh, Miss
thing
Tarot
going
D.
around the internet right now where a woman asked all these churches for help and they said no for feeding her baby and shit, and it was an experiment. And then she asked like bikers and shit, and everybody coughed up money, and it was just a
I love watching social experiments like that.
shit, Bridget Coffee.
What?
Ooh, Chris Butler mentioned everybody take a shot.
Oh, yeah, a couple times. Sip, sip, everybody. Sip, sip.
uh,
I know it's tough, Miss Tarot D. 2 o'clock in the morning, waking up. It's tough.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
me
that
too, Gigi.
anxiety. How you look so good and be awake that late, Miss Terody? Um, yeah, so this has been a really good show, you guys.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm happy we were able to discuss this, and I have like a bunch of, I'm sure, there's different spells people can do to help with focus, with shielding,
we need
with
to find an actual witch doctor, like a witch psychiatrist, and invite them on to discuss this topic.
Oh, we need to find one.
Yeah, let's find a witch doctor. Um, Natural beauty and lots of stucco paint. Love it. Um, all right. So, would you like to pull a card for
Yeah, let's pull
everybody
some
before
cards.
we do that? Um, I've been really into this deck, the Divine Masculine. So that is what
Oh,
I'm
I'm going to be doing
using.
an oracle as well. And it just kind of goes well with what we are talking about. I pulled out this deck, guys. The Green Witch deck,
Ooh, yeah.
magical herbalism, 50 of the most magical plants, herbs, and flowers to empower your craft, guys. And no, I did not get this one for free, Bobby. I purchased it with my own money.
I wasn't thinking it.
Mentiroso.
Okay, I was thinking it.
Yeah, you were.
I'm just jelly. Don't mind me. Selena gets stuff sent to her from Llewellyn because she's an
And US Games.
influencer. And
And
US
US
Games
Games.
and Blue
And
Angel.
Wiser, Red Wheel, Cross Crow Books, Sacred Scribe Publishing. Should I keep going?
No. Keep going right out the door, biatch. I'm
You hear that,
glad.
guys?
Ramon said something to me last time we were all
Bobby's
live
allowed to
together.
be salty, is what Bridget said.
I'm a little salty. I'm just jelly. But when my channel is bigger, I'll get there. You're working so hard on your channel, Selena. I'm so proud of you. I'm so impressed.
Thank you. My 1 year anniversary is coming up next month. At the end, well, it's like technically like December
Yes.
28th or something like that is my 1 year. Thank you, Swampy.
So I drew my favorite card in this deck because it's so freaking sexy. Look at that.
Ooh.
This is Okasta. Um, this is about releasing expectations and just being. Don't try to control the way things go because they probably won't turn out the way you're aiming for. In this situation, you're going to have to just write it out. Now, Acosta's cool because he was kind of a dick when he came right down to it. These two wolves in the background are him. You never knew what you were going to get.
Oh,
Whether
that's a
he
good
was
way
going
to
to
see that.
be, yeah, whether you were going to have his wild side, his Loki side pulling tricks,
Yeah.
or his hero side. And he used to travel with a bunch of witches, and he was put to death by a bunch of women in a tribe, and the men took his body and burned it. And from that, medicine men came about. So this is the beginning. This is the evolution. Don't try to control
Nice.
things. It's just not going to go. You need to let things take their natural course. And that's what
Nice.
I have.
Awesome. So I pulled, so 2 cards came flying out, and they're the most perfect cards for tonight. What are you laughing at?
The
Oh, thanks,
every
Draven.
time she shares a new deck, I'm like, you're already so behind on the others. Yeah,
I
Selina's
do
got a lot
work
of new
hard.
decks.
Yeah. Thank you, AOD. It's not, and it's nice to get these decks for free to review, but then you're like, your channel is pretty much taken over by deck reviews. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
So,
I usually find myself doing them at 11, 12,
hey,
1 in the
Starlight,
morning
welcome.
when I'm having ADHD moments. Yeah.
So speaking of ADHD moments, here we have the first one that came out was rosemary, and magical properties are cleansing, protection, healing, longevity, improving memory, and concentration, guys. So that's perfect for tonight. In the back, it gives you a rosemary charm bag. So it says a versatile herb, rosemary is often associated with memory and wisdom. Use this spell to reinforce your memory. It's great for studying or to help shore up your confidence while preparing for a presentation. So 3 sprigs of rosemary, light twine, so like a light colored twine, yarn, thread, or cord, and lay rosemary sprigs on your workspace. Hold your hand over each in turn, saying, I name you memory, I name you recollection, I name you recall. Hold the sprigs together and wrap twine around the base 3 times, tied in a knot. As you tie it, say, I seal you and call you mine. Keep the charm near you while you study or prepare. Carry it with you for exams or meetings.
That's a charging spell. You're
Yep.
charging the Arabs and giving them their marching orders. I love that.
So the next one is mugwort, which is also one of my favorites. And magical properties are divination, protection, strength, banishing, and psychic abilities. That's the card. And in the back, it's a like a little satchel of mugwort. Mugwort is a
Ubiquitous.
thank you. Thank you. Witchy herb. Magically, it is associated with prophetic dreams and divination, protection, and consecration. Keep this mugwort satchel with your divination tool of choice to help strengthen your connection to it. Make this charm on a full moon night. So it's 1 teaspoon of dried mugwort, 1 teaspoon of dried lilac, 1 whole dried bay leaf, small selenite stone, small drawstring bag, either white, black, purple, or silver. Place all ingredients in the bag and pull it closed. Place the satchel in moonlight, saying, I invoke the psychic enhancing energies of these allies. The light of the moon empowers this charm. Leave the satchel in the moonlight overnight. The next day, place it with your divination tools of choice.
Nice.
This is a wonderful little deck, guys. It just literally came out not too long ago. Yes, Jess. And I sent her a bunch of mugwort because she loves it. And the Morgan loves the mugwort I sent her.
I like to make dream pillows because I don't really
Mm-hmm.
remember my dreams, so
Me
I'll
either.
I'll, I'll sew up a dream pillow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't made one in a long time. I should do it.
Do you need me to send you some mugwort or are you going to get some from Joey?
Oh, we've got a lot of mugwort here. I'm good.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
You're welcome.
Bobby, Selena, Fable. So, okay, everybody.
Thank
We
you,
are gonna
Draven.
go ahead and call it. We want to thank everybody for being here and being part of our
Thank you.
ADHD discussion tonight. It's
Our
funny
club.
that we were kind of all over the place before we
We
started,
were.
and the topic is being all over the place. So,
It was
uh,
par for course.
irony. Uh,
It was. It was like our guides and ancestors were kind of already putting us in that mental mindset of what we were going to be talking about tonight.
yeah, that's true. Do
Hmm.
you have anything coming up?
I do not. I'm still recovering and I've kind of postponed everything else going on because
Well, I'm
of my
glad that
health.
you
I think,
stuck with me.
yeah. Well, my Thursday is my given. Like that's what I make the time for and the energy for. I know everything
Gosh.
else I think right now has to kind of take a break because I'm not,
Yeah,
you know, great
not
and my
100.
health really has taken a toll.
Oh, wow. There's
Oh,
been
thank you,
so much
Martina.
chat
Thank you,
popping tonight.
AOD. Yeah. So
All right. So,
it's been tough, but I'm getting there. Selena deserves a free
Sabrina's.
reading, Bobby. You hear that?
Yes, Selena, it's almost
And
time for us to
Bridget
do
too.
a reading anyway. Um, Next
Thanks,
Tuesday,
Raven.
well, this Tuesday coming up, I will have Sabrina Svard on my channel. We are going to do behind the cards with her. Um,
Nice.
we're going to dig into the life of Sabrina.
The
And
teenage witch. Hi, Ellie.
yeah,
Thank you.
I was lucky enough to be her gateway drug onto the YouTube scene. So um, now I see
Nice.
her every time I turn on YouTube. She's on somebody's show, and I was like, yes, I was the
I
first.
love it.
Um, so yeah, we'll be talking with her on Tuesday. She's a tarot card reader
Oh, thanks for bringing that up, Jess.
and
And I
astrologer.
messaged you and you never responded. Are we taking a break for Turkey Day? And also
Oh
Christmas falls on
yes,
Thursday. Did you want to move it to like a Friday or a Wednesday or something instead?
we
Or what
will
do you want?
probably end up moving to Wednesday because we just can't do Christmas. We can't do.
As much as
No.
we'd love to spend Christmas and Thanksgiving with you guys, I also need to spend
Yeah,
it
the
with
truth is I'm gonna be with my family on Thanksgiving,
me
my
too.
husband's family probably. Um
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
I
So turkey is off. Thank you, Jess, for bringing that up.
that is so we will be off um for the next 2 Thursdays. We're gonna be doing Wednesdays, which is
Yes.
yeah,
Wacky Wednesday. Wacky Witchy Wednesday.
which is gonna be fun because
What's our topic? What do you want to do on
well,
Wednesday?
I'm gonna be going from Joey to you. So
Oh,
I'll
from
be
420?
I'll be going from 420 Tarot into Behind the Moon.
So y'all don't know what kind of Bobby we're going to be getting that night. Just an
It could
FYI.
be anything.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it and see what kind of topics we can come up with.
Are we doing 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern time?
You're the mature one. You tell me. You're the one.
Either one's
Uh,
fine.
um, which works
Roll a
better for
dice,
you?
Bobby. Miss Tara D
Yeah.
said roll a dice.
Um, we'll talk about it backstage.
Weed magic.
Just
Jess said weed magic.
weed magic. That's right. 420. Hi, baby doll. My husband.
Oh,
All right, you guys. So keep an eye out. We'll probably be back sometime, I'm sure. But for now,
sometime
we're gonna call it.
next week.
I love
Yeah.
you
Thank you
guys.
all for
But
being here and for putting in your feedback and letting us know what you do. And, we really appreciate the community feedback and the community
Speaking of
responses and our chats and everything. We have the
the
best chatters ever.
community on Behind the Moon Facebook page, you guys can go on there and comment on tonight's show, leave your thoughts on it. And again, ideas of shows you'd like to see. We've had some good ideas, and
Hmm.
I still want to do Ramon and that near-death experience.
Yeah, we need to reach out to him and see if he's available on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, everybody. Love you all, but I gotta go eat.
Good night, guys.
And